A 15-year-old girl submitted me on the mat, choked me out, giggled, and walked away. That was it. Before we get into the rest of this, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so we can break through the YouTube algorithm and you guys can get these notifications. And then that moment taught me a lot about jiu-jitsu. And there's so many guys that go out there and be like, oh, when I see red, that have never trained a day in their life. And I'm talking badass special operations dudes that think that they're really tough, and then they come to jiu-jitsu and they realize how helpless they are when some 50-year-old fat dad just works them over like a piece of helpless meat. But what's really great about it is there also is a lot about personal development, the importance of having your ego and pride in check, what actually jiu-jitsu does for you, not just what Instagram highlight reels are, even though I did make an Instagram reel of that girl choking me out. But nonetheless, I came in late. I came later to jiu-jitsu, and we all have our day one. It's one day or day one. And I was like, well, I'm going to start day one. I believe I was around 38 years old. That makes sense. And I had a teammate that did it a couple times in jiu-jitsu when we were there. And, he was lighter than me. He probably wasn't as strong as me. But it was like, no matter what I did, this dude was everywhere on me, and there was just nothing that I could do. And I was just breathing heavy, and he just, like child's play. He was just played with me. It was like a bear playing with his food. Here I am, big, tough Marshak guy, multiple combat deployments, decades of physical training, and I thought I knew how to handle myself in a fight, and it just was not the case. And so the first time that I ever rolled with a blue belt half my size, I learned that fighting and grappling are not the same thing. The first year for me of jiu-jitsu was just survival. It was literally just survival. It was just me constantly getting tapped out by every belt color in the gym, including white belts. And I would walk off just dazed and confused and exhausted and frustrated and ego in places. And the voice in my head was constantly going, I'm too old for this. I have nothing to prove. I've already proved it, whatever. But then I just didn't walk away. I just kept coming back for more. Because there's this weird thing that happened that you just kind of get addicted to getting your ass kicked. And 7 years later, I'm still getting my ass kicked. This is just the way, this is just part of life. And so there's a lot about it that is not just about fighting. It's fighting the internal ego and pride of becoming better and realizing that the best is always yet to come and we never peak. And so that's like the real curriculum is what happens to you when you keep showing up to lose on purpose for years. So the first point that I want to make is how to lose without defining you, right? In most areas of life, men avoid losing. We avoid putting ourselves out there and putting ourselves in a situation that we could lose publicly. So we just avoid it altogether, right? But the reality is jiu-jitsu hands you a loss every single day, and sometimes multiple times per session. And guys, I'm a brown belt. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for seven years, and I'm still losing every day. So eventually you kind of just stop flinching when it happens. And the loss doesn't mean what it used to mean for me. So now I tap and then slap bump, we go again. Like there's no hesitation whatsoever. And so that carries off the mat. And that means hard conversations get easier, risks get more accessible, failure stops being the wall. And now it's just, failure is just part of the process of incrementally getting better over a period of time. And two is how you keep showing up when you're bad at something. There is no fast track to becoming great at jiu-jitsu. I hate to break it to you. And even if you were a Division I wrestler or a wrestler before, those are still mat hours that you didn't become a great wrestler day one of wrestling. Like there's no fast track to becoming great at grappling. Money cannot buy your way to black belt. Like you can't charm your way past the choke unless you're Tom DeBlast maybe. Yeah, you either show up consistently for years or you do not progress. And that kind of discipline has almost analog in modern life. Most things let you just skip steps. And listen, if there's steps to be skipped, I will freaking skip them for sure. This is not one of those things that you can skip. Point 3, I guess, is how to become a beginner as an adult. Man, if you have kids, just get them in now. Just get the kids in immediately. But hey, listen, if we're older in life, my father-in-law is 67 years old. He's been doing jiu-jitsu for a year. He lost 20 pounds. And a lot of guys are like, man, I'm too old to start jiu-jitsu. And I looked at my father-in-law. And then he competed as a white belt, double leg both guys down. One guy was 51, one guy was 59. He lost to the 51-year-old. He outgassed him. And then he beat the 59-year-old at 67. And now he's training consistently. And he's like, man, there's just so much. There's so much to this. Nonetheless, if you're in your 40s or going at it and you're on the mat with a 22-year-old purple belt who's going to make you suffer, like, that's a reality. You cannot have, like, keep in mind that these guys are young, they're fast. We have a different jiu-jitsu about us. And as you get better, you will learn that. But the reality is you have to go in from a place of no ego and pride and be there to survive the day. You survive the day and you show up the next day. All right? Try to train with other older guys that are very smart and upper belts, and they will kind of guide you the way. Staying competent and staying alive are not the same thing. Most men confuse the two, okay? Just try to survive and learn. What's great, so point 4, I guess, is just like the feedback of getting with a bunch of group of guys that are all in the same boat. One, everybody will typically truly care about your progress and care about you as a human being, even after they've beaten the living hell out of you. So this is like real dudes training together that are willing to be uncomfortable. All right. Tell each other the truth about each other's games. Like, they will, if you suck, you will know that you suck. They will tell you about it, but they'll tell you why you suck and what you can do about it. All right. Nobody on the mat lies to you about whether your guard is bad. They show you it's bad multiple times per round. And the reality is that kind of honest feedback is very rare in adult male relationships. Most men have not had it since, like, the military or the team or the locker room or whatever. But that kind of raw truth is what actually makes you better. It's the hard conversations. It's laughing at you because you suck at this thing, but then also saying, this is how you get better at this thing. And I think I think it's a beautiful place to be. So how this matters off the mat, like the traits that are built on the mat build you in other areas of your life. One, it's resilience, man. Like, you're tested every single day and in real time with consequences that you can physically feel. And isn't that life too? Like, aren't you tested? If you're moving the needle forward in life, build something for yourself, bro, and you're trying to just, fuck, man, I'm just trying to do this for myself and my family and earn and all these kind of things, or build the business or whatever it is for you. Aren't you tested every day? Well, but that's non-physical. This is a physical way to build that resilience. Humility cannot be performed. Like, you have to live. It has to be lived into. And the mats are going to test your humility, and it's going to put you in your place. The discipline cannot be faked. Like, discipline builds the gap between the motivation and consistency. The discipline to wake up, grab that bag, and show up to the mats, regardless of how you feel, regardless of how tired you are, just to get your ass kicked. That cannot be faked. And then the community and the brotherhood that you form, that you forge through shared suffering. And think about your past. Anytime that you've built real brotherhood, it's been through shared suffering. So when you get on the mats and you're beating the living shit out of each other, it's a weird thing that happens, but there's definitely a connection that happened with those individuals that share that same suffering. And the problem is why most men do not have these traits anymore is because they leave the structures that were built for them. The military, the organized sports, the hard physical labor are no longer part of men's lives. Typically, it was something that was built for you. You didn't have to build it. You entered into it. It was a system that you entered into, and you benefited off of it. But then you left it. So without those structures, men coast, they get comfortable, they get soft. Jiu-jitsu is going to help bring that back to you. And so, like, when they get soft, they wonder why their marriage feels flat, their kids do not respect them, their work feels hollow. It's the same disease. The cure is just structured difficulty. getting choked on a regular basis. All right. So at the end of the day, like if you're on the fence about jiu-jitsu, just go do it. Just go try. It's going to be horrible, but it's a beautiful horribleness that you're going to fall in love with, and just stay consistent 2-3 times a week. Some guys start once a week and then they really get the bug and they're like, I got to go twice, and then I got to go 3. And then you're going to build one, it's going to physically change you drastically. It's amazing to watch the men come in there and they just drop so much weight. And then the mental resilience that it's going to build for you as well. If for some reason you can't do that, but you're like, dang, I need that. Guys, like, talk to me about the Agoge Brotherhood that we run. It's a 12, we've got guys and coming on board. It's a 12-month program. We have guys in there for 8 years now. They just won't leave because of that network, because of the brotherhood. So just don't be isolated. I prefer you to start jiu-jitsu, go get choked like the rest of us. Don't be the guy getting choked out by a 15-year-old girl or my wife in the matter of 90 seconds. She's a killer herself. Nonetheless, if you're looking for that, I also have a free resource for you. If you're over 40, I've got a training resource of how I balance my strength conditioning program as well as my jiu-jitsu 4 days a week. At 44 years old, this is the split, and this is what I've found that works the best for a 40-something-year-old jiu-jitsu athlete. I've got that resource in there for you, as well as Reclaim the Man Within, which gives you a peek inside the Agoge for completely free. Go check that out. Go find your gym. If you guys need anything, drop a comment below of what you experience, or hey, you're looking for a gym, can I make a recommendation? Put in the comment below. I'll get back to you. Other than that, guys, never quit, never surrender. We always keep moving forward. We show up the next day no matter what. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate that. Remember to like it. Remember to drop me a comment. I want to respond to it. I'm actually the one responding to the comments. And if you like this video, you're going to absolutely love this one right here.